If you're like most property investors or wannabe property investors, you're coming up to a period of the year when you're likely to be considering what are you going to do in the new year when it comes to property buying and or selling. And if you're perhaps holidaying during that period and have some time on your hands and looking for some educational reading that might help you make some decisions about 2020, the December Christmas edition of the Ryder Report is the ideal report to help you make some plans for the coming year. This is our bi-monthly newsletter, which I personally write. It's a 25-page newsletter which has a series of feature sections helping you understand what's going on in major markets around the country. And also in the second half of the report, there's a state-by-state section where for all of the 8 states and territories, we have specific information about what's going on in their capital cities and some of their regional markets and what you can expect to happen in 2020. So this report will help you understand where we expect prices to rise and where we expect them to not rise, which locations are likely to outperform, why you need this kind of expert analysis of property markets rather than tuning into mainstream media. And I have my special section, as I do in each edition of the Ryder Report, on what I call the war on misinformation, because there's just so much dangerous misinformation out there in mainstream media, which is very confusing and conflicting for property investors. So it's a great idea to get an expert report that tells you what's really going on in property markets around the country. And of course, the state-by-state segments I mentioned is a great way to hone down to the coalface of what's going on in the major cities, or where the major projects are happening, the ones that are likely to drive the local economies and jobs, and out of that will come demand for real estate. We're expecting pretty positive things in 2020 in most markets around the country. Certainly, virtually all of the capital cities are showing signs of growth heading into 2020. Darwin may be perhaps the only exception to that. And there's also a number of regional markets which appear to have good prospects for growth. And of course, the advantage of buying in regional markets is that the buying prices are a lot lower than in the capital cities. The rental returns tend to be much higher. And if you buy in the right places, you're going to have good prospects for capital growth. There's all that and a whole lot more in the Christmas edition of the Ryder Report, which we're publishing this week. So get yourself a copy, put it aside perhaps when you've got a little bit of time over the Christmas New Year period when you're at leisure, and have a read, and you'll be better informed and make better choices about property buying and selling in the upcoming year of 2020. Wishing you all the best for the festive season, and look forward to talking to you all in the new year. Bye for now.